How has Jordan, a small desert nation surrounded by some of the most volatile countries in the world, managed to avoid the chaos that has plagued its neighbors? Syria to the north, Iraq to the east, Israel and Palestine to the west. This tiny kingdom stands as an island of calm in a sea of turbulence. But how long can this last? Geographic limitations, a blessing in disguise? Jordan's geography is often seen as its curse: barren deserts, a lack of significant natural resources, and no coastline. But could this very curse have been its saving grace? Unlike Iraq, with its oil wealth, or Syria, with its strategic access to the Mediterranean, Jordan has largely escaped the gaze of external powers seeking riches or strategic footholds. But here's the question: is survival through insignificance sustainable? Or is it merely a ticking clock, waiting for the sands to shift? Historical context: a nation shaped by empires. Jordan's history reads like a checklist of empires. Romans, Byzantines, Ottomans, and finally the British all laid claim to this land. Each left their mark, but never their full investment. For centuries, Jordan was a periphery, a place to control, not develop. This legacy of marginalization ironically gave Jordan a kind of resilience. Empires came and went, but the people learned to adapt. How does this shape a nation's identity when its survival has always depended on the decisions of external powers? King Abdullah II, the stabilizer. Enter King Abdullah II. Since taking the throne in 1999, he has made stability his priority. Security forces are well-funded, intelligence networks are robust, and dissent is handled swiftly, sometimes controversially. But King Abdullah didn't just build walls. He opened doors, turning Jordan into a safe haven for refugees from Palestine, Iraq, and Syria. Millions have crossed its borders, and while this has earned Jordan respect on the world stage, it has also stretched resources to the breaking point. Is the king's balancing act enough to keep Jordan steady, or is this just a band-aid over a deeper wound? Refugee crisis, a double-edged sword. Jordan has done what many wealthier nations refuse to: open its doors. Over 1.3 million Syrian refugees, hundreds of thousands from Iraq, and generations of Palestinians call Jordan home. But at what cost? Refugees now make up nearly a third of Jordan's population, putting immense pressure on water, housing, and employment. Yet this humanitarian leadership has also won Jordan allies and financial aid from the West. How long can Jordan keep playing this role without breaking under the strain? And what happens when those allies grow tired of writing checks? A shifting alliance. The Israel question. For decades, Jordan has walked a tightrope between its alliances and its Arab identity. But recent signs suggest the rope is fraying. King Abdullah's increasingly close ties with Israel, including agreements on water and energy, have sparked anger among his own people and alienated Jordan from its neighbors. Protests have erupted in Amman, accusing the government of abandoning the Palestinian cause. Critics warn this could destabilize the fragile unity within Jordan's borders. Could this be the fatal misstep that tips the kingdom into the chaos it has long avoided? The warning: is stability an illusion? Jordan's story is one of resilience, but resilience is not invincibility. Its stability is not a guarantee, but a fragile construct of geography, history, and leadership. A single miscalculation, a shift in alliances, an economic collapse, or public unrest could unravel everything. The question we must ask is this: can Jordan continue to defy the odds, or is the pressure building too fast for even this oasis of stability to withstand? What can the world do? As the world watches, Jordan's fate should serve as a reminder of how interconnected our challenges are. Supporting Jordan means supporting a cornerstone of Middle Eastern stability. The world cannot afford to let this oasis turn into another battlefield. So what role do we all play in keeping Jordan's light shining amidst the storm? Subscribe for more deep dives into global issues. And let us know in the comments, what do you think is the biggest threat to Jordan's future?